So thank you for tuning in to Mezmor-eyes Beauty YouTube channel. So today we're going to do a eyebrow tutorial, and we're going to use the Anastasia pomade in the color Ebony. It's the Dip Brow Pomade. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of open it. So what we're going to first do, we're going to prep our brows. We're going to just make sure there's no excess oils or makeup on our brows. So I have these makeup wipes by Modessa. They're the makeup remover wipes, chamomile scented. So we're just going to take one of these wipes. And prior to this video, I did a skin cleansing video, so you can check that video out as well. I use sea salt to cleanse my skin, so you can check out that video if you're interested. But I just want to make sure, wipe off any extra makeup and oil. My eyebrows are very light, so I have to darken them in, or else you wouldn't be able to really see them, and I don't like how that looks. Okay, let that dry. Another product I'm going to use is the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. I'm going to use just a little bit of this, and it's going to help keep the pomade in place. So I'm just going to put a little bit over my brow. Okay, so now that that is on there. Oh, I forgot my dipping brush. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, y'all. So let me just go over everything that I'll be using for this video. So I already mentioned the Anastasia. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, so I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it. But this is what it looks like. This is the actual pomade we're going to use for the brow. To make it pop, because we're not only going to just put the brows on, we're going to make them pop. So we have the RK by Kiss HD concealer. I don't know what color, I can't see the color, in Cool Tan. So we have that. I just used the Fenty Beauty Retouch Primer. As far as my tools, I'm going to use the brush, the dip brush. And it also has this so that we can blend, feather, and do all that pretty stuff. And then this is my brush that I'm going to use with the concealer to cut it and make it pop. Okay, so we put the primer on, we've cleansed it, make sure the oil is removed. So I'm just going to take my brush. Well, first let's okay. Then I'm going to just dip it in the pomade a little bit. And then just outline the lower brow line. Get a little more if you need to. Okay, so then we have that on the bottom, and we're going to do the top, and this is just going to give us the shape that we're looking for. We're just outlining so that we know what shape we want. Put a little bit more on. Okay, so now we have the shape, and I'll just do one brow at a time. Okay, and then we're just gonna go in and fill it in. don't worry about if this little part right here looks too harsh and boxy. We're gonna blend it in a little bit. The thing that we're doing now is just making sure that we're filling it in, and it's the right amount of like thickness or density you like. You can go in and do the ombre if you want. If you're doing an ombre, you just, you know, make it lighter strokes here in this area, and then as you come toward the end of the brow, just darken it. One day I'll do a tutorial on the ombre. I really want to get them microbladed, which is like the tattooing method. It just lasts longer, because this every day, just don't cut it sometimes. Okay. Don't worry if it's a little messy under here, because we have our concealer, and I'm going to show you how to clean it up. Okay. Just making sure the line is nice and clean. Okay, so now we're gonna blend this little part right here. Take our brush, and what I like to do, I like to just scoot it toward the center, move it this way toward the left. We're doing the right eyebrow now, so we're scooting it toward the left so it's in the center. And then we move it up and down to just blend a little bit. Going back in some more. Okay, so that's the first brow. Don't worry if it's like not clean down here, because that's what we're going to do with the next step with the concealer. I'll show you all of that, and we're going to match and blend and do all that fun stuff. Okay, so that was that eyebrow. Now let's do the left one. Let's put some more of our pomade onto our brush. We're going to do the same thing. Just go and define the lower brow. Get the shape that we want. And I like to stop in between just to make sure everything is matching up and symmetrical. Okay, now we're gonna go do the top. Do lighter strokes. Try not to have such a heavy hand, because you don't want it to be too dark. So now we're just gonna go in and fill it in. Hold on, I got a little excess here, so I'm gonna clean that off. Okay. Okay, continue to just fill it in. And again, don't worry about if it's too harsh and boxy right here, because we're gonna blend it like we did this eye. Okay, now we're gonna, since we're doing the left eye, we're gonna sweep toward the right center of the nose, just so that we can blend. We'll sweep and then still go up so that we can blend it. I need to add, and then you can see where you need to add things. Add a little bit more. Okay, so okay. All right, so now we have the shape that we want. So now this is where we go in with a concealer and define it and make it pop. So the concealer I have has a little brush right here. You can get some that are like in a pomade style as well, and then you can use the brush. But we're gonna use this, and I don't like to, since you have to squeeze it to get the concealer to come out of the brush, I don't want to start right here or near the brow, because if too much comes out, then you're messing your eyebrow up and you might have to start over. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start like right here toward the center of the eye, squeeze some out. There you, oh, see, and I did just what I said that I didn't want to do. So hold on, let me clean this up. Okay, so you clean it up with the brush if you make a mistake like I did. Okay, so I'm not going to squeeze anymore. It's already come out the tube, so I'm just holding it and I'm just defining. Okay, and I'm going to take my brush and just rub some over here on this side, because I got a lot over here. So I'm just going to put the extras over here so I can work with this eye in a minute. But just go ahead and rub it in, blend it in, and then right here, be very, very careful. Now you don't have to do this step. Like if you have already defined them, or you shaped them and then filled them in, you don't have to do this step. You can skip this step and then go on about your business. But this is what I like to do because I like them to pop. I like them to stand out. But if you want a less dramatic look, a more subtle look, you can skip this part altogether. And by me blending all of this in over the entire lid, it's kind of priming my eye for my eyeshadow, because I'm gonna do another video, a separate video here in a minute after this, and we're gonna do my anniversary makeup look. So this is gonna prime and prep for my eyeshadow. Okay, so now we're gonna do the other eye. Just blend it in. I'm gonna probably have to add a little bit more concealer. We still have a little bit on the tip here, so I don't have to squeeze. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna blend some more. Now I wanna even this out, because you see how it's kind of not even. This side is kind of short. I'm gonna take my brush, dip it very, very lightly. I might not even have to dip it. Let me just see how much is still left on here. Okay, so I didn't have to dip it. It was just enough to where I can go in and correct the shape a little bit. Okay, and then rub it in like that, and then kind of take your brush and clean it up, make it more natural. Okay. Okay, so there. Hold on, let me see. I want to thin this part out a little bit. So I'm going to take my concealer and just go in and make the line a little thinner. Okay. Blend the concealer. Then I'm gonna part thicken just a little. Okay. Okay, so there are our brows. Now some people even go so far as to take their concealer and put it up here as well, but that's like, I believe if you're doing like foundation and all that stuff. If you're not wearing any foundation, this is really all you need. Some people like to follow behind. They'll take like a eyeshadow brush that's a little thicker and fluffier on the tip here, and they'll take like some eyeshadow in a natural shade, like a tan or brown or whatever complexion you are. They'll take like a nude eyeshadow, and then they'll go in and just lightly pat, and that just sets the concealer that we put in. The concealer is not too bright. I make sure that I use the concealer that's close to my skin tone, so that if you don't wear foundation, you don't have all this like bright primer stuff on your, you know, on your eyes looking a hot mess. This, it just looks natural. And then if I use the eyeshadow in a nude color, it will set it and look even more natural. I would just need to put eyeliner on, mascara, and I will go on about my day. But since it's my anniversary, I know I sounded bad. I'm sick. I'm sorry. I am going to do a full makeup tutorial. I'm going to do it all. I'm going to do the shadow, the lashes. I'm going to do the foundation. I'm going to do it up. It's my 10-year anniversary, so he's going to get this beauty today, okay? All right, so thank you for tuning in. My next video will be my full anniversary glam, so please tune in, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe, Mezmor-eyes Beauty. Have a great day.